everybody, but certainly by everybody inside of this program. So turning to the game, obviously getting ready to go play a great opponent. You know, you look at them really in every phase of the football game. Extremely talented, coached extremely well. They play hard. They play fundamentally sound. They make you earn it in every way. And one that be a great environment and great opportunity for everybody inside of this program. So open it up.
We'll just get it out of the way. Nico, thumbs up, thumbs down. Where are we at with this thing?
Yeah, he was with us today. Had a really good day. Feel like he'll be in great shape for Saturday. But you guys can monitor the whatever the report is that comes out on Wednesday and track it through the week. But certainly feel like he'll be in a good spot.
Is there any value in giving Gaston any more reps or reps with the ones in case he is needed Saturday?
Yeah, Gaston gets reps throughout the course of practice every day, every week, and that's why he went out and played the way that he did too.
Another question on Dante about the injury. What's his status?
Yeah, I feel like Dante will be ready to go in this one too, but you can monitor their injury report. Starts on Wednesday.
Josh, anything y'all, in examining the run defense the past two games, anything that you're communicating to your guys as you get into this week? I know the numbers have still been good overall, but I imagine there's some yards in the running game that y'all would like to have back.
Yeah, there's some free yards that I don't want to say we've given away, but like integrity of the defense, gap sound, guys a little bit out of position, you know, creates some of the vertical seams that guys have hit us on the last couple of weeks. So it's really all three levels being tied in together, and alignment and assignment, and then play with technique.
Coach, we've asked you about the defense all year and just kind of how it's shifted on that side, but can you just talk about how you played an SEC football game the other night with a walk-on at quarterback, and you won the second half. You increased the lead. How impressive was that?
It was a good performance, you know, as a football team. You know, there's some things that we got to grow and be better at. But first half, did a lot of things well. Some red zone things offensively that we obviously got to correct. You know, but you look at the second half performance and guys going out and continuing to compete and playing smart football for a majority of the second half. Was proud of the way they continued to compete. And, you know, in this one, I mean, you got to go earn everything against them. You know, offensively, extremely talented playmakers out on the outside, good offensive line, talented running backs, quarterback is a dynamic player, and, you know, defensively, it's a typical Georgia defense.
It feels like Lance Hurd is starting to find his groove a little bit. Is that bearing out on film when y'all go back and watch it?
Yeah, certainly. You know, Lance is a guy that missed a bunch of training camp. Missed some practice time in the middle of the season, and you know, as a young player, this is really the first time that, you know, he's been a starter. You know, second year in college football, just continues to get better, and that's an understanding of what we're doing, but also playing with, you know, fundamentals and technique.
Josh, what did Boo do to win the opportunity to be the punt return guy Saturday, and what did you think of his performance? How comfortable are you with him on the road in that role?
Yeah, we are comfortable with him. You know, you guys have seen really three different guys back there that have the ability to return for us. Feel comfortable with all of them. You know, I said it after the game. It wasn't just what Boo did last week. It's just a culmination of him growing as a young player to gain the trust, and that's not just over, you know, a week's worth of practice, but really an entire month. His consistency and growth.
Coach, Dylan talked during the offseason about building up his body to be durable for the workload. You guys are giving him a lot of carries. He had 30 carries the other night. Yeah. How much of what he's been able to do and kind of be the workhorse for you guys is what he did in the offseason versus just his toughness and mindset to keep playing?
It's all of it, you know. his maturity, the change in the room with the two guys that we lost, his growth, physically, all those things play into him being the guy that can carry the bulk of the load and really him playing the way that he has throughout the course of the year.
Coach, Carson's struggles have been pretty well documented. What do you see from him at quarterback, one, and then two? How has Nico managed that NIL so effectively? We heard coaches talk about how important that was to locker room chemistry. Yeah,
he's an extremely talented quarterback that's played extremely well throughout the course of the season. He's the key that turns the ignition for them on the offensive side of the football. Playing quarterback, man, sometimes what people see isn't just the quarterback play. It takes all 11 playing together. He's a really good football player.
Coach, what's the value of showing a play or a formation and forcing an opponent to have to prepare for it versus maybe saving it for a certain occasion in the right moment?
And at the end of the day, every Saturday is a new season. You can look at the scores every week, and you can see that play out. So it's all about putting your guys in the best position to be successful.
Coach, Cam Selden got some playing time, some carries the other night. Seems like he's been kind of in and out of the lineup all season. What's this season been like for him since he came off the shoulder injury?
Yeah, it's just, as a young guy, he's had to battle his way through some injuries. Early in spring ball, limited some of what he was able to do during the course of training camp, built his load, kind of got nicked up in the middle part of it and missed some time. He's just a young player that's going to continue to get better. I love his attitude, his effort, his want to. He's a guy that's always in here watching extra films, so he's got a great future in front of him. He's just got to continue to chase it.
I know that you got a ton of new faces from when you went down there 2 years ago, but the magnitude of that game then was enormous. But just how much more prepared do you think this team is, this program is, to play a game like this in your fourth year with what you've established?
Yeah, more prepared. We've been in all of our systems longer. This football game is different than the last one. Still facing a great opponent, and you got to handle everything that comes with being in a game like this, and you earn the right to play in big football games, by what you do during the course of the season. And some of the things that didn't go well last time were a direct reflection of who we were playing, and some of it was some things that we can control too, and in these games, you got to do ordinary things at a really high level consistently. And, for us, that means you got to prepare at an elite level. You got to practice really well and put yourself in a position to go play good football.
West and Austin.
Josh, are you? Some coaches like to, treat every single day the exact same, no matter what's going on, and some kind of lean into the whole "this is a big game" thing. And I'm wondering which way you try to be like that, and if you were the same way as a player.
Man, every week you have the opportunity to play the biggest game of the season. It's the only one that's on your schedule. We're in the arena, coaches, players, and you better be in the present. So that's what we focus on, no matter who the opponent is. We understand the quality of the opponent that we're playing this week.
Were you like that as a player too, or did you evolve kind of into that mindset?
Man, focused on the here and now. Was around the game long enough to understand that, what people are talking about in the past or in the future, man, that's not controlling what you can control. And your preparation and practice matter. And get ready to go play this game Saturday night.
Diego Pavia is suing the NCAA for another year of eligibility due to some JUCO stuff. I mean, Miles Kitselman kind of has a similar path. Didn't play a whole lot of football before he got here. If Pavia won that, would that be something where you all would try to look at maybe getting Miles an extra year if he wanted to come back?
Man, I have no idea that that lawsuit was going on. So I'll refer to compliance and my meeting with them here in the near future, and I'll get back to you on that.
How would you rate your wide receivers' physicality at this point in this season, and how important is that on the perimeter in this matchup Saturday?
Yeah. When you're playing a good football team, like everybody talks about physicality and line of scrimmage, and that's always true in this league. But you better be physical out on the perimeter too. And our guys have done a good job within the scope of what we're asking them to do to play with fundamentals, play hard, and to block when they need to.
Josh, what are some specific things you see in Georgia's defense and what challenges and what they do scheme-wise?
Well, it starts with their personnel because they have really good personnel. First level, second level, third level. They create pressure with their front four. They do it out of their pressure packages. They're able to mix up their looks on the back end. And so you got to recognize what's going on out on the perimeter, quarterbacks and wide receivers. Your tight ends, they all got to be on the same page. You got to do a great job in protection. But it starts with having the ability to run the football, too. If you're one-dimensional, they're going to make it real tough on you all night long.
Coach, what's the biggest area of growth you've seen from Peyton Lewis from the beginning in fall camp to now?
I just think complete understanding of what we're doing, understanding how to play with pad level. The jump from high school to college football and playing college football inside of this league. It's dramatically different. He's a guy that continues to grow every single day. He has been really reliable for a young guy that's gone in. You see that on offense, but he's done a great job on special teams too.
Josh, when you get Jermod McCoy out of the portal, he's sort of bumping up a level playing in the SEC. Are you surprised that it's come this quickly, that in year one that he's been able to play this well, or did you guys see that from your analysis of him before he got here?
We expected him to come in and play extremely well. He had shown that on tape against good competition. His athletic traits, his mind for the game, and ability to soak up information and grow every single day. So we expected him to play at a really high level. Man, I love what he's done and how he's competed this fall. All right, appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Mike, even you too.